Hey, greetings, Von Fried, Legendary Badass here, playing Crash Bandicoot N Sane Trilogy for the first time. I know I'm starting a little bit later than I typically like to. That's because I might actually try to get some viewers. I don't know, maybe it's Friday, you gotta be late on Twitch. I've got Reese's Pieces, almonds, and we're gonna open up a fresh Rockstar in here. Yes, that is actual Rockstar. Wanted to get a stream in tonight to let you guys know. Next week is my Twitterversary. It's my anniversary of becoming a Twitch partner, affiliate, whatever they call it, whenever they pretend to start paying you some money. Which I still haven't actually been paid. That's how popular my stream is. And the Twitterversary, I think it's almost like a 2-day event. I might actually start it on the 7th of December. Maybe the 8th of December. I might actually go ahead and buy that Avatar, Wings of Phantom Lands of Pandora or something. It's like Far Cry for Avatar. So that I have a new game to stream. And it might actually, I don't know, it might actually kind of work out for me. Might actually get some viewers, the Twitterversary, plus a brand new game. People are trying to see what it's like on Xbox, you know, with a somewhat decent headset operation going, but oh, it's not super fancy. Actually, you know what? I might go ahead and use my podcasting voiceover mic. Full version of the license. What? I might actually go ahead and use my set things up in a way in which I can use that. There might be a way to do that and get that kind of around my backdrop and stuff. So, might have a super fancy stream for you next week. Now, here's the thing. I've never played Crash Bandicoot. Stormy Ascent play now. I have completed Crash Bandicoot 2, renting it from a Blockbuster video. In, might have been 99 or 2000. Haven't played Warped. I mean, I enjoyed Cortex, I thought it was called Cortex Vortex. Why is it called Cortex Strikes Back? I thought it was called Cortex Vortex. Anyway, CTR Nitro Fueled? What's that? Never mind that, I pushed a button and it opened a store, and it wanted me to buy something. Which, this might actually be on Game Pass really damn soon if it isn't already, so the Crash Nitro Mario Kart would be there also. I know this is like updated graphics, but this is essentially like a remaster, right?
But Dr.
Well,
we haven't determined the cause of past
I guess it's a little bit beyond a remaster, but this is a fairly true to the original gameplay remake. Unlike something like what they do with Resident Evil, where they kind of make him into a reboot. There's even some retconning of canon.
Quickly, into the vortex. Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
What are we doing? They just captured this Bandicoot, put sneakers on him and jeans, and zapped him.
Failure again.
Or did he always... Was he always anthropomorphic? I don't know.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
Kind of a fine Bandicoot. Now, isn't that his sister? I can't recall. Crash was... Graphically, this looks pretty damn good. And I don't think this is optimized for the Series SX. I think it's optimized for the 1X. But games optimized for the 1X look great on the Series when you're coming from a basic one. The thing about Crash Bandicoot is This is, and I'm not sure if I want to use D-pad, because essentially the first game was D-pad. But, I mean, I have the luxury of being able to stick here. Right away, you got an extra life. It's weird having lives. Last game I was playing, Sonic Mania. You have the concept of lives. Then what, is this a guy jump on here? Wow, that looked really wonky with the hit detection. So, Crash Bandicoot, 3D platformer, but as you can kind of see, he's sort of a limited path. It's not really like Mario 64. But in a way, it's working in its own right, you know? I think everybody has kind of seen this first level before. It's almost like Sonic the Hedgehog, where it's like, we gotta have a Green Hill Zone. We gotta have you jump over the stuff in the jungle at the start, right? Good God, am I collecting extra lives. Collecting extra lives here quicker than anything I've ever seen. Oh, it's bad enough that I break the box and don't automatically collect it. I have to run and grab the... What are they, some kind of mango? This is your invincibility thing, right? Oh wait, was there an extra life? Oh shit. Oh, it's ticking down. Those jumps, I feel like I'm not gonna make them. Like, there's something about them. It's a little hard to place, yeah. Like, I'm not... What? Oh, I thought I had invincibility. My bad. Why? Oh, damn, I punted him into the other dude. I forgot about that. There's an achievement popping. Spin Doctor. If you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. What if I spun a guy into another dude? Alright, we got a path to take. Let's go left. Oh, I couldn't tell if that was a chasm to jump over. Good looking turtle. From what I've seen, they did like a Crash 4, and there were several games after the original trilogy on PlayStation. But they kind of like wanted... They weren't super successful. There's one I played on 360. Damn, I'm getting my ass kicked in the first level. But they wanted to kind of retcon this, I guess, called, oh hey, we're picking up on the fourth one. Those other ones don't matter, you know, something like that. About to sneeze. Then again, maybe I'm not. But one of my 3 semi-loyal viewers wanted me to play this, so I did end up getting it. I'm going to have some actual viewers and support if I'm going to buy a $70 game. I hate the idea of buying a $70 game. But if you want me to stream the Pandora bracelet commercial, or what is it, Pandora Jewelry? Wings of something? Oh, Christ's sake, they're abusing our hero over here. He kind of takes abuse in a way that Mario doesn't, like in a... There's a comical edge to him, whereas Mario is... He's not too serious, but he's also not hilarious, right? I really liked the Crash Bandicoot ads back in the day. They were so fun. You had this guy with the best, worst mascot costume, and he had, like, his whole face showing, but the rest of the costume was great, and he'd be, like, harassing the Nintendo employees. He'd be, I'm hanging out here outside Nintendo USA headquarters. Oh, there's an Ankh right there? That's a little weird. That is an Ankh, right? Anyway, so... Yeah, he'd be talking about how his game does what Mario doesn't or something. How am I not hitting that? Can't go over here, nothing hidden behind the starting zone. Do I want to hit that? Do I have health? And I can't see it? I'm just abusing everything in the jungle for the hell of it. You know, I probably should have jumped on that, and then I would have been able to... What are those guys going to do? They're going to fall? Lots of pits in this jungle. Jesus. Alright, I got the chick. What does that do? I mean, really, all you got right here, you spin, and you jump. It's pretty simple, but he's a likable dude. And this game was so colorful back on the original PlayStation. I mean, it looks really good here. But on the original PlayStation, quite colorful, and didn't really have the kind of degraded, almost like compressed pixelization to the polygons that a lot of the early PlayStation games had. I saw some video on YouTube, it's called like War Stories, and they're talking about making the first Crash game. I must have missed something, and I don't have this platform where you come back later and you got access to a new area, something like that. The people over at Sony gave them like access to lines of code to unlock more power. You know, oh Christ. Something like that. More power. Oh. Because Sony wasn't really making their own games. There wasn't a ton of games right out the bat for the PlayStation made by Sony. They were not a video game developer by trade. They had to kind of become one. Oh, these guys are materializing out of the ground. So, you know, they go to Activision, and then for a time, I want to be careful here, don't we? Christ. Oh, jeez. Left his shoes behind. Yeah, I know, I look terrible at this, don't I? Maybe we won't even chance it. Oh my god! There's not a lot of wiggle room in this game. It's almost like a 2D Mario game where the obstacles are unavoidable. It's such a narrow path. And there's something up with the hit detection, guys, I'm telling you. Alright, this stream's gonna end when I die out, I guess. How come that didn't hit him? Certainly is like a sweet spot there. Here we go. Alright, I need the extra life. I made that look good. I did something impressive, I guess. It is very difficult judging distance in this game. Feed me. It's a reference to Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, I got an achievement for getting eaten by that plant. Stay away, skunk. Are there skunks in the jungle? Alright, now you don't even get extra life. Almost every game will feed you the extra lives on the, you know, the difficult part. We're gonna give you an extra life here. If you get it, you can come back for it. Okay. Judging distance. I thought I jumped over him. Criminy. What did this do? Did I get 3 of those? Alright, I'm going somewhere. Is this a bonus round? What do I do? Oh, it's a side-scrolling bonus round. I was actually under the impression that the original game... Is that it? That's a bonus round? Am I missing something? Isn't it bonus stuff usually like a test of skill? Not just, here's a couple of items to grab and go back. I was actually under the impression the original game was a side-scroller, because like in the ad, it showed a side-scrolling section. And I thought it was only the second one where it got 3D-ish. What the Christ? Dick. Have to wait for him to make a move first, maybe? If you're watching this, did you feel like Crash had some less than generous angles to this? I mean, goodness sake, I don't fall in games like this. I know a lot of the earlier 3D platform games before Mario showed up, and even with Mario, there was a lot about placement of your feet. The camera was tricky. I mean, it's nice not having a camera to manage, but at the same time, it seems kind of imprecise. And also, like, the luxury of modern platforming, you wouldn't fall off the edge. Your guy would, like, come to the edge, and then he'd go, whoa, you know, or he'd fall over, but hang on. There'd be a lot happening to prevent you from falling to your doom. Maybe we should just call the stream right there before I completely embarrass myself by getting killed in this game. So, there, we completed 2 little stages. First impressions, pretty cool game in a lot of ways. I am going to play more of this off stream because as you can tell, I don't have any viewers anyway, so what difference does it make? But I do need to put some kind of video up for Friday because I was lazy as shit today. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Kind of wish more was happening with him lately. Could there be a movie for him? Hey, if Microsoft wants to get into the next big thing is video game movies. They acquired Activision. They've got Crash Bandicoot now. It's no longer Sony's. It never really was Sony. Sony didn't even actually... If people think Lara Croft is like Sony's mascot also, that was on Sega Saturn and PC back in the day also. Resident Evil, also on Sega Saturn. But seeing games like Resident Evil 2, Final Fantasy VII, those sort of things eventually come elsewhere. It's kind of a trip back to see that, because you thought they were PlayStation items, because they were on the PlayStation seemingly exclusively. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, now Mario making $1 billion. You're thinking maybe, hey, the superhero fad came and gone, but now we want video game franchises. Yeah, that's what we want for movies. Don't rule out a Crash Bandicoot movie. That's what I gotta say about that. In a way, like Sonic, it's almost like a likable character better than the gameplay. Like, there are issues with Sonic games and being able to control him from going so fast, he runs into an obstacle. Crash, you're not going so fast, but you have a hard time judging distance. Clearly I did. Any rate, that's what I gotta say. You made it this far, wait until marriage. Counseling.